Hello everyone, by the way, this is Mark and welcome back again here on our YouTube channel, Happy TV. So today we'll be discussing a guppy fish bent spine, their causes, and also how to prevent them. But before anything else, I want to introduce to you my nephew, Lyle.
Really, nigga?
Yeah. He wants to be also a hobbyist just like us. So, can you introduce yourself? What is your name?
Like Kinshin Magandam.
Like Kinshin Maganda. So, do you want to be a hobbyist just like us?
Yes.
Alright. So, actually, he said to me that he is already a certified hobbyist because he used to squeeze all my guppy fish just like that. Alright, so start from now, Lyle will be coming with us, especially on our hobby. So hope you like it. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Humans are not the only ones who can develop a bent spine. Unfortunately, fish can too. But in fact, among guppy fish, bent spine syndrome is a common disease. Guppy fish are freshwater fish that are available in many colorations, and we all know that. They have beautiful flowy tail fins and are excellent choice for novice aquarists because of their hardy nature. Guppies can be born with a bent spine or develop it in adulthood. It can be noticed as a curvature in the spine when the fish is viewed from above or the side. A bent spine in a guppy is almost always the result of either scoliosis or fish tuberculosis, and it's untreatable conditions that often requires euthanasia of sick fish. If you're keeping guppies and you're worried about the bent spine syndrome, in this video we'll cover the causes of guppy bent spine, disease outcomes, and disease prevention. Scoliosis, most commonly appearing in the larval or fry stage, and scoliosis is a deformation of the spine, whereby the spine develops an S or C-shaped curvature. It can also affect adult fish, especially female guppies that can develop it after giving birth, often because of the intense abdominal pressure that appears during this time. The disease can slowly progress over time or remain stable throughout the lifetime of your guppies. Either way, it is not reversible and it affects the life of quality of your guppy fish. Fish with bent spine have trouble swimming and they are often bullied by other fish because of their weakness. The growth rate of your fish is also affected this time. And let's go to the causes of fish scoliosis, and it's include inbreeding. Inbreeding. In guppies without a large gene pool, inbreeding often results in fry with spinal deformities. This is especially true for new variations of guppy fish that were selectively bred for certain traits. Diversifying the gene pool and avoiding inbreeding are important elements in preventing guppy bent spine disease. And also, bad diet and tank conditions. Yes, guppy raised in overcrowded aquariums with low oxygen levels and guppies kept in a low-quality dry food-only diet can also develop scoliosis. Guppies are omnivores and require a variety of food to stay healthy. You should feed guppies high quality of flakes veggie pellets, spirulina tablets, and brine shrimp food, bloodworms, tubifex, and dapia, or they also need live foods here. Also, take care not to overfeed them, which can also cause issues like water fouling and digestive issues. This all goes to show how important a balanced diet is in preventing diseases, including scoliosis, and it's important to raise your guppies in a well-kept aquarium and avoid aquarium stocking issues. And also the other cause of fish scoliosis is hereditary factors. And I mentioned that inbreeding can be a factor in the development of fish scoliosis. In the same vein, another factor that can contribute to guppy scoliosis is allowing fish with scoliosis to reproduce. Scoliosis can be passed down offspring, but in fact 90% of fry will inherit the disease from the female fish with scoliosis. Therefore, if your guppies have scoliosis, make sure to prevent them from breeding, because the chances of giving birth to fry with a bent spine is inevitable. Just like what my nephew's doing now, you need to exercise selective breeding and disposing those who does not shows good patterns or have a bent spine. This can be difficult in a species like the guppy, which is a prolific breeder. You may wish to consider either culling the resulting fry or allowing them to be eaten by their parents and other fish in the aquarium. So this time, let's try to ask Lyle, my nephew here, of what he is doing. Kung sa'yo mong gibuhat, Lyle?
Karit o pabit talib pangit.
Og
Pangit na nindot.
pangit og nindot?
Opo.
Asa man ang nindot?
Tere?
Oh, mo ni ang pangit.
Opo.
Mo nang pangit?
Kani?
Oh.
Opo.
Fish tuberculosis. Fish tuberculosis is a disease that can affect many types of freshwater fish, including guppies. In fish, the disease is caused by a bacterium or Mycobacterium marinum, closely related to the bacteria causing TB. And a fish TB is a highly contagious disease, remember that can be passed onto other fish, and other animals, and even to humans. Therefore, immediate action is required. This disease is common in aquariums that are not maintained regularly. Think of aquariums without regular water changes, or aquariums that are overcrowded, low in oxygen, and high in waste products. While this is a major triggering factors of the disease, allowing bacteria to grow out of control and thrive. Unfortunately, fish TB can appear even in otherwise well-kept aquariums. This happens when you add new fish that have already been infected with TB to the aquarium. For example, if you buy them from a pet stores where they have been kept in a dirty and overstocked aquariums. The reason why I'm discussing fish TB in this video about bent spine syndrome is because one of the symptoms of fish TB is a curved or crooked spine. Therefore, if your guppy develops a curved spine and exhibits some or all of these symptoms, then immediate action is required. Unfortunately, the treatment methods that do exist right now, just like antibiotics such as neomycin, kanamycin, and isoniazid, not often work. The only thing to do when faced with this disease is to immediately remove fish that are sick and humanly dispose of them or euthanize them. I know it's not an easy decision to make, but it's one that can end the needless suffering of your fish, because it's extremely contagious and it's highly likely that other fish in your aquarium have already contracted it, and it's only a matter of time till they're going to exhibit symptoms. Unfortunately, disease prevention is the only efficient tool against fish TB. Making sure that your fish have a strong immune system by feeding them a healthy and a balanced diet, and being strict when it comes to water quality. And aquarium stocking and providing a stress-free environment can go a long way in preventing guppy fish from getting sick. And also, quarantining new fish for a couple of weeks before introducing them into the tank is also an important aspect in the prevention of any potentially fatal disease, including fish TB. And if after a few weeks your new fish don't exhibit any symptoms at all and look healthy, then you can introduce them to the aquarium. And in conclusion, because most cases of scoliosis can be prevented along with fish TB, it's important to make sure that your guppies are kept in optimal conditions and never add new fish to the aquarium without quarantining them first. But before you can carry out these things correctly, the first important step is sourcing your guppy fish from a reputable breeder that practices correct breeding and does not allow inbreeding between their stock. I guess guys, that's all. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully this helps you how to avoid bent spine in your guppy fish. And by the way, if you like this video, just give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to get updated on our upcoming videos. Please be safe everyone. To God be the glory. Bye bye.